So now we're going to have a look at another problem relating to exercise 6C, and this is question 15, and it reads, two current carrying wires are placed close to each other. They each carry a current of 12 amperes. A, determine whether the wires are attracted or repelled from each other when they carry a current in the same direction. Justify your answer with a sketch of the field and force directions in this scenario. B, determine whether the wires are attracted or repelled from each other when they carry a current in the opposite direction. Justify your answer and sketch a field and force directions in this scenario. So let's start with question A, and let's draw these these wires together, and let's give the currents within the wires a direction. Now here we're going to apply our right hand grip rule. So with our right hand grip rule, the thumb goes into the direction of the current, and we're just going to focus on the top wire. So thumb follows the direction of the current and our fingers wrap around it. So if we're wrapping around it, what we'll notice is that the field lines will be coming out of the page above the current and then curling over the top of it to go into the page in that direction. And because the current's operating in the same direction, this is going to be replicated for the second wire. Now, obviously, there's going to be an attractive force because we have opposing, if we think about in between the wires, we have opposing poles. So one moving into the page, one moving out of the page, and they're going to be attracting one another. So attractive force is going to be happening in question A. If we go to question B and we replicate the same kind of setup, but this is different in that the one current is moving in one direction and the current is moving in the other direction. Now if I use my right hand grip rule with the top wire, I'm going to get the same field lines as I did in the first part of the question. Like so. But then when I replicate it for the second wire, my thumb is going to be moving towards my left and my fingers curling all around. So it's going to be going into the page at top of that wire and out of the page into the wire. And what we would say here is our force is acting away. Okay, and this would be repulsive force, or the wires would be repelling one another because obviously these field lines are working on the same polarity and therefore they are repelling one another because of that.